This is going to be a fairly weird pre-stream. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I have officially solved my blue screen of death problem. I finally narrowed it down to two things. One, my CPU cooler was the thermal paste was dead. I pulled off. So I mean, there's a couple things. I was rebuilding the PC to figure out what the issue was. One, the RAM sticks were pushed to the side, and it looked like kind of looked like somebody was bending the RAM stick like a good, let's say, 30 degrees in terms of rotation. And I was like, oh, that's not good. So I fixed that. Then I decided to, uh, turn the whole cooler around because it's an all-in-one cooler. So the pump is on the, on the CPU itself. The problem that I found immediately was that the thermal paste was so old and crusty. I think it just never bothered fixing it. That it was like dry. It was flaky, and I was like, okay, this isn't good. Like it's nothing's really big. Nothing's getting cooled, right? Because the point of a thermal paste is to cool your computer down. Which actually I was able to confirm. So under load, the PC was hitting 70 degrees. Now under load, it's hitting like 60 or 50, which is like a lot better. So there's no more crashes. So now I can actually start my PC and also go into opening up. I don't know, like anything. I can open up because before, if I started my PC and I turned on Steam, it would crash 100% of the time. Because Steam stresses Steam for some reason stresses your CPU to the point where everything crashes. So thankfully, that's now solved. What's nice too is that because it's fully solved, we can actually go all the way and play any type of game now, and there's no worry of it ever dying. The problem that I'm realizing is that I rearranged a couple things in my office. So one, the power plug is right by my foot. I've hit the power plug once today. It's kind of why I'm late today because I thought things were broken because my computer didn't turn on, and then it's weird. It took me a while, and then I was chasing all the wires because I opened my computer and then I closed it back up. And then I was like, there's no way it's broken again, right? And then I looked down and I saw the little the little power switch on your power bar. Yeah, it was off. And I was like, oh, solved that one. So good. That's why we're late today. Um, but on the bright side, I mean, it's stable as long as I don't hit any buttons. So there's a new fear and a new problem, but there's also a new solution for things. Anyways, watch as I make a new costume for today. Thank you to. I really should get all the names of the people whose assets I use. I have the name, but I just keep forgetting to save the name somewhere. We're going to be playing a couple things today. Some more horror games, as I said before, because it's Spooktober. And again, I need to remind people, right? This is not. You don't need to grab popcorn, okay? This is a very chill time. You don't need to grab popcorn. My shows aren't anything special. It's like a sitcom. You don't get popcorn to go watch Friends, right? Or you don't get popcorn to go watch like I don't know How I Met Your Mother. No, you go get popcorn to watch Breaking Bad. But that's a very different show from what I'm doing here. This is not on the same level as Breaking Bad. Like I'm painfully aware of that, and it hurts my soul to admit that because of my ego. But it's very important for me to say this because I was alluding to it yesterday, but I really don't enjoy the pressure people have when they say like, "Oh, is it worth it for me to watch your stream?" It's like, dude, that's kind of fucked up, man. Like, it's like I don't come to your workplace. Well, it's not my workplace, but I don't come to what you do and say, "Is this worth my time?" Right? Like, I may do it implicitly in my head, but I don't say it out loud because I'm not an asshole. So it's very important that everyone understands the show is here, and you can show up if you want. And if you don't like it, you're just free to leave. Like there's no obligations. But if you make it weird, I will ban you. You dread the day that you'll have to open up your PC. It's gonna happen. I think it's worth it to do it at least once so you know what your PC is. Especially if you built your PC, it's easier. But even okay, I'm gonna say it. I don't know what I was thinking when I built my PC. Because my cooler, I don't know why I decided that was a good enough clearance. I don't know why I decided that my RAM sticks being pushed 30 degrees to the side was a fine thing to do. How this was like 5 years ago now when I built this PC. That was a stupid move. You did build it, but you don't want to open it again. See, that is the craftsman's curse. Because you, as the craftsman of your PC, know intimately the problems of your PC. Like, you know what's wrong with it, therefore you don't want to deal with it. It's in good enough. That's good enough. Yeah, probably. Again, it was bent 30 degrees. Like, you could see it bending. And I'm pretty sure it's like cracked somewhere. But it was pretty intense. I was like, why did I do this? But you know what? It's fine. It works now. You don't eat popcorn and get stuck in your throat. Okay, have you tried chewing? Have you tried to chew the popcorn? But yeah, I just want to let people know this stream is nothing special. Okay, if you have things that you need to get to, just do them. Don't voice it, because that's fucking weird. Again, it's so weird to say, because it's like, would you say that about your friend or your partner or just anybody? Would you say that about a stranger? No, you wouldn't. But it's because we're all online that we feel like we have the right to say these things. And it's like, dude, like no one appreciates that. It just makes everyone feel bad. And it's like, but like, it's also like annoying because I explicitly tell people to have no expectations for the stream. The stream is trash. I tell you guys this. This is just a hobby. I just do it for like funsies. So don't say anything. It's just, if you don't like it, you're allowed to leave. Actually, there's a bunch of comments actually. So there's a bunch of YouTube comments I want you guys to see too. I always find these YouTube commentaries funny because, again, the same principle applies, right? But it's even funnier on like YouTube because you have to go and click the video. So at least on Twitch, like you have to find me, which is kind of like, well, you know, okay, well, it's both sides are basically the same. If you happen to find me playing a game, that's on you, okay? But you didn't have to join the like Discord or something, right? So it's like, you know, there's like some things there. But also like sometimes you may just get randomly recommended me because I happen to be streaming your favorite game. And I play games like any game on this like, channel. The people on YouTube are way funnier because they can just leave, but they insist on commenting some of the most unhinged things I've ever seen in my entire life. And I don't understand why they do it, but I want to show you some of them. Especially this like new one. This new one is so strange. I'm like, what is this? There's a new one that I really want to show you all. After I'm done getting the gnome. This is a very important prop for today's video. And what's good is that it has both props. The hair plus, well, the beard hair plus the thing. Okay, GIMP gang. Okay, just want to make it very clear. What is the meaning of GIMP? GIMP. Meaning. What is a GIMP in slang terms? An unpleasant or stupid person. Oh. Okay, well, it's kind of awful. See, back then, software was named after jokes. Like you know, Git, right? Apparently, in British slang, a Git is somebody who's like an idiot. So Git was named because he really enjoyed calling people idiots. Whereas, like, same thing with like GIMP. It means something awful, but it's also it's also the new image manipulation program. Programmers have a bit of a we have an image problem as programmers. I think we're not really this is why your boss doesn't want you to go speak in front of a crowd, right? I've been asked to speak in front of a crowd once actually. And when I did the like demo in front of the CTO, right? He was like, "Okay, come back here. I'm gonna do it." And I was like, "Whoa, was it that bad?" And then he was like, "It's not bad, but it's like," he was just like, some of us, there's a reason why I'm a CTO and why you're a developer. I'm not higher than you. But I need you in your role, and you need me in my role. And I was like, I guess it makes sense, yeah. And thank God, because I didn't like speaking at all. So he did save me, but it was funny to know that I was that bad at public speaking. It was really funny to me. How do you pronounce GNU? Ngu. I don't know. I pronounce it the. It was funny in Vietnamese. If you say it like that, ngu, it means that you're stupid. No. I don't know. GNU. I pronounce it a G unit. Remember G unit? I remember when G unit was a huge thing, and then they just kind of disappeared. I don't know. Who was even in G unit? Was it 50 Cent? That guy can't disappear. He was shot like 9 times. He's not going. GNU, like swag. Thank you. No. It's new. It's a new, okay? If they didn't want the G to be silent, they wouldn't have used a silent letter. It's new. They shouldn't have used a silent letter. It's like a USB. You just pronounce it sp. Good old programmer jokes. That wasn't even a programmer joke. That was just stupid. How do you pronounce pterodactyl? I pronounce it pterodactyl. P is not a silent letter. P is meant to be pronounced all the way. If you silently pronounce P, then something's wrong with you. It's a pterodactyl, okay? Get it right. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Also, thank you to whoever took a photo of this gnome. I really appreciate it. This gnome is fantastic for today's stream. Because today, we're going to be playing something very, very interesting that came out recently. Called Grunn. Grunn. I've been waiting for this game for a long time. It was actually on the Halloween list. So the Halloween Spooktober list is split between games that are available now and games that maybe will become available at some point, maybe won't. Because there's no release date for them. So every day I check them. And I finally fixed my Steam to give me email notifications about my wish list. And I finally got around to syncing my wish list to my games list, which means I'll know when these things release. What, are you telling me next that you pronounce GNOME as a gnome? Yeah, I pronounce a gnome as a gnome. It's a gnome. It's a gnome. It's a gnome. It's not a genome. A genome is what you get when, somebody wants to, like, modify you. That's what you get in Final Fantasy VII or something. Or, Metal Gear Solid. The genomes. You guys don't know. Yeah, listen, everybody here is ESL, alright? It's like the blind leading the blind. Sure, I was born in Canada, but again, my level of English is the same as an ESL person. None of us should be taking advice from any of us. He's very picky with his silent letters, eh? What about psychologist? Psychologist. Yeah, it's a psychologist. I call them silent P's. When I go to my psychologist, my psychologist, I pronounce it exactly like that. It's why I think it's why they give me so much candy. Oh boy, I get extra candy today. Is it? How come? Because you called me a psychologist. I was like, oh boy, that's just great. Anyways, thank you. Happy Halloween. You know what I want to know? Who trims the beard of the genome? I've honestly lost track. See, this is why you should never lie. If you never lie, you'll never have to like untangle the web of lies. Right now, I don't know which letter is silent and which one isn't. I've lost track of my lies. Which one did I say was silent and which one did I say I would say? Is it genome or is it gnome? And is it psychologist or is it psychologist? Which one did I? Which lie did I do? What are my lies? I've gone so far. This is why you never lie. Because someday the web of lies will come crashing down. Genomes. Psychologists. I still do think it's a pterodactyl. Right? Think about it. You and I can't prove it because no one can ask the pterodactyl because it's dead. So we can't ask it how it would like its name to be pronounced. But we don't say ronounced, we say pronounced. Okay? We don't say ussy, we say pussy. Therefore, we say pterodactyl. Same thing, same logic. That's English rules right there. It's English rules. You can't make this up. Oh yeah, look at that. 1 layer, 2 layer. Whoa. One layer, 2 layer. 1 layer, 2 layer. I've like skinned the gnome. Skin the gnome! Skin the gnome! Skin the gnome! Skin the gnome! Gnome hat dot png. Sure. and then we gotta go back, and we gotta do this. This is the one thing that I wish is that you could do exports of each and every layer separately, but I don't know if you can. Gnome beard.png. Here we go. Anyways, my genomes are on fire today. I want you to know that my genomes are particularly good. English rule over Canada ended ages ago, Stick. Wake up! Yeah? Explain to me why I still have Horlicks, huh? Explain to me why I can't seem to finish the Horlicks. Every time you get really close to finishing your bottle of Horlicks, a British person spawns, and and their spawn point is in the middle of the sewers. They climb up out of the sewers, and they refill your Horlicks. You know, like the home safety hotline, right? British people are like the Hobbs. Same concept. They show up, they refill your Horlicks, then they leave. Because I've been drinking this thing for 2 years now. It's still not done. I don't understand because I'm sick and tired of it now. I don't want any more Horlicks. I'm done with the Horlicks. I don't want to look. I don't want to lick any whores anymore. I'm done. Just too many Horlicks. Okay, so we're gonna go into this. Hopefully you enjoy this because I'm gonna enjoy this too. Let me delete some games actually, because I've got too many games installed. I'm gonna delete Deadlock too because this game is it's a blight of my free time. I'm gonna delete Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising because while it was fun, I'm not really. I just realized I'm not really in the fighting games. So whoever was looking forward to that, sorry. Kenshi, I'm gonna keep because the mods are annoying. Lethal Company, I'm just gonna delete this. I don't really care. Melvor Idol. What? Look at this. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have deleted that actually. That doesn't save your saves. Oh. Well, anyways, so yeah, but when I go into Grun now, and hopefully you enjoy the Grun. And again, I tried to find like an actual good Halloween song. There are no good Halloween songs besides Thriller, and I can't play Thriller because Michael Jackson's Ghost is gonna come out of nowhere and like attack me. Okay, there's no way. I don't understand. It's weird, right? Like it makes sense because people make songs to be all like whatchamacallit, entertaining, which totally makes sense. But then for some reason, nobody says, let's make a song because we're role playing a particular type of character. I just don't understand why we don't do that more. And I think it's because people are afraid. People are afraid of being known as the Halloween song person. But is that so bad? I don't think so. No, we stripped. Oh no! This is what I would actually look like with a full-on beard. Is you wouldn't even see like my mouth move because the beard is too large. That is actually almost as large as my body. Okay, well this is perfect. People are afraid of being a genome. Well, your genomes control you more than you think. I love biology jokes. Anyways, we're gonna go right into the next game. Again, this is a trash stream. Okay, I just want to make it very, very clear. Please don't expect anything. Don't just voice your expectations and like put those on me. Okay, your expectations are your expectations. I tell you straight up, don't expect anything. If you expect something, you're the failure. You're the problem. We're going right into Grun. Give me a moment to set things up. Expect nothing. Wait. Expect nothing. Attain enlightenment. Expect nothing. Attain enlightenment. Expect nothing. Attain enlightenment. Okay. It's a long-standing Unity bug that I really, really hate. It's been a long-standing bug. Basically, if you alt-tab out of a Unity game as soon as it starts, as it's initializing the GPU, it almost always crashes, and I don't know why. It's been like this for like 3 major versions, and it's always been a problem. So yeah, it's just a Unity bug. There's nothing I can do. You just can't alt tab out of a Unity game right at the very start, because if you do, it immediately crashes. It's one of the worst issues with Unity as a whole is it's very, very buggy. It's actually the major complaint that I hear from people who use it professionally is that at some point you just get to the point where there's so many bugs in the system that you can't really do anything, and you spend more of your time fixing the issues, which is kind of nuts actually. Hello, Chad. And it's so frustrating because it's like it's been there for years, and you would think they would have that they would eventually fix it, right? But they never do fix it. For some reason, they always, and it gets worse every single version. And I don't know what to do. And then the company is also imploding on itself. So it feels like you have even less things to work with. It's a very good engine. I love Unity. It's such a good engine, and I love having to deal with it. Anyways, give me a moment to set things up.
So, Bob.
Okay, I have to wait to alt tab. Give it a moment. I can't alt tab yet. It's still initializing. Let it grab the descriptor for the GPU. Get the descriptor for the GPU. There we go. We're finally in. I'm going to practice the scientific process at home by going off stream. I will be streaming to you remotely and dealing with you all from a remote setting. Thank you all for showing up. Sorry about no Silent Hill. Tomorrow will be only Silent Hill. So, if you like Silent Hill, Sunday is Silent Hill Day. Because Sunday is the one day that God is closest to Earth. And I'm pretty sure God plays a role within Silent Hill. Scientific streaming. Yeah, exactly. This was a scientific game, right? We applied the scientific method to finding the ending. And then I said, you know what? What's the point? I'm going to go to archive.org, find a paper. But instead of doing that on archive.org, I went to the Steam Guides, which is basically the archive.org of the game. So it worked out. Thank you all. And I'm going to get out of here. Please have a good night. And I want to read this one message. You don't have animals right now, but long ago, before you first moved to the city, you had bunnies that you ate. They were pretty good. Also, 1 or 2 years ago, your parents had pigs, which tasted great. And I'm glad that they tasted great. I've never had bunny, but I know that it happens because in hunting games, I tend to like to hunt bunnies. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you all tomorrow. We'll actually be on time tomorrow at like 11. Well, whatever time I post. Basically, I'll post the time tonight, and we'll be on time for tomorrow because I'm actually not doing anything tomorrow morning. So I actually know ahead of time when we're playing. So yeah. Sorry about this one. Well, actually, not even sorry. I don't even care. I don't care if you don't enjoy it. This is a day for me. When I stream, it's only for me to play games. So it doesn't even matter to me. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Don't come back.